Good morning.
Check this out now. Does that sound familiar?
Hey.
Does this sound familiar, guys? Do you know why we're playing
We have to start the show though.
Congratulations to all of us. Congratulations to Africa, especially Nigeria. Congratulations to our brother. Now we're going to claim him for the Grammy win, bringing it back home. We say thank you very much, and today everybody should be greeting each other by, with the Burner song is what I say.
Yes, so congratulations, Burner Boy, and of course, Whiskey and Tiwa Savage for bringing home Grammys. We're in a good mood this Monday.
It is definitely a day like no other here, as we have the opportunity to take on a new day, new dawn, and all the goodness that comes with it. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria on your fresh Monday edition right here. And of course, what can I say, Mary and Mike, you guys, how you feeling on a Monday?
Well, we're feeling very good. You guys just keep going on about Whiskey, Burna Boy, and Tiwa Savage. But Femi Kuti, Made Kuti, and Ayola Magwagwiola also won the Grammys working on Coldplay's album. Fantastic.
True. Grammy by association. So when they tell you that, tell me your friends, I'll tell you who you are.
Whiskey not by association.
True. So who do you hang around with? Who do you hang around? So when you hang around with us, you probably win.
Yes.
And of course, it is still the International Women's Month. And last week was such a buzz on the show. We had so many amazing personalities, women who are currently at the top of the food chain, the top of their game. And well, hey, this week we're going to continue in that light. A big happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there.
Congratulations to you all. Too bad it was a Sunday, but we'll celebrate it today. Now, Mondays are usually super tough, and hopefully we set it up for you and the entire week. You know, set the flow going all week. But we will be making it a little more exotic by dripping it in what Mary says I shouldn't tell. Glitter. Mary, I said it. Glitter is a good male word.
Woo! Glitter. So, but just don't wear any.
I'm not going to be wearing any. Mary, why are you laughing?
Me? Laughing?
It's a good
What's the
word.
proof I was laughing?
I sprinkled glitters all over.
Hey, y'all are talking over my head. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you about it.
Just have like maybe a glitter pocket square, and then we'll have this conversation again. But don't ever make decisions based on fear. You can make decisions based on hope, possibility, and make decisions based on what should happen, not what shouldn't happen.
Yes, exactly. Now, this is going to be great. That's a very powerful statement from you, by the way.
From the former First Lady, Michelle Obama.
That is true. Two times removed because, you know.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, now that is a very good one for all women. And we celebrate you, strong women across the world here. And of course, we celebrate all our viewers joining us at this time every single day. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, you can use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms so that you can be part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
And also, please remember, you can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere you might be across the world via our mobile app. You can download it on Google Play Store and on iOS as well.
And it's about time we implore you to follow us. If you're not following us already, all social media handles need you to follow us at TVC Connect. And of course, we have quite a lot lined up, and that's the reason why you should follow us.
Yes, indeed. Let's tell you, because we can't wait to tell you. Glory Edozie is a LinkedIn visibility coach and lead consultant at Inspired by Glory Academy, where she teaches mid-senior level career women how to build visibility and establish thought leadership on LinkedIn so they can get the recognition they deserve, earn more money, and climb the corporate ladder. Today, she'll be talking about how to build visibility in your career on motivation.
Then we have Abadox, talking about Adams Abayomi, popularly known as Abadox. He's a songwriter, hip-hop artist. He has an EP titled Respect Abadox Prophecy. Today, he's going to be performing his song, Letter to God. And Okusidi Olamide Deborah is CEO of Deb's Haven. Deb's Haven started operating in 2010, but she got registered in 2019. Now, this is a fashion brand, and it's shifted into a seed and skincare raw materials brand. Now, the aim She has so many things that she wants to talk about when she gets here. She's on our SME segment today. Yes, silicone molds. Yeah, you can use them for cake.
Yes, you can use them to
baking.
bake, do different.
Is it the
use them
same
for candles,
silicone
yeah.
they use for implants?
Yeah,
It's been modified,
It's
obviously.
actually a very
his interests.
huge multi-purpose ingredient.
Material.
Okay.
Just shows what he's mostly interested in.
Oh, Glennis. No knowledge is a waste.
No, it's not.
It's just all trying to
But at least he knows
get,
it's made of silicone.
understand
Yes,
what
he
Some
is.
guys actually don't know.
How was all your weekends put together, guys? What did you guys get up to?
Well, you know, I started my weekend by going to see my parents. I've not done this in a long time. They are the ones usually coming over because the kids, they come to see the kids and all that. And, you know, I was chanced to see so many things that my dad is into now. He's farming and doing all sorts of stuff. I saw some really rustic ghetto farming implements that I hadn't seen in a long time. And I was like, these things really work. And I was thinking I would talk about it today, that we should get back into home farms. Tomatoes, okra, ewedu, all those things are actually easy to make.
Which home?
Like, you have it on the
Exactly.
balcony.
waiting
All
for
the
Like-
home, all the home with,
No, so-
with all our interlocking tiles everywhere.
Really?
Concrete
Yeah,
jungle.
because Titi, it's very, you know,
Yeah.
we've actually mentioned this, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Many people want to farm at home.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no space. Many of us live in apartments. And if you farm in the compound, the neighbors are as hungry as you. Somebody else will harvest on your behalf. And
They will go
when you
and
say
pluck
you
the
want to do
tomatoes.
it on your balcony,
Yeah.
birds and other stuff will help you finish it. So it's rather
Yeah.
complicated getting
get
it
it.
done.
Well,
So
it's
I
all
don't think they
good.
have the space and can achieve.
Tell
I
you
wish
what.
there was more time, though.
There's plenty more that we want to talk about, especially we want to get to the Grammys because it's a big win for Nigeria. So we'll talk about that inside of the Coffee Gist. And you're welcome. First hour for Wake Up Nigeria, Monday. Let's get it started right. Now we begin with the rising insecurity in the nation as bandits appear to be having a field day in some parts of the country. Now, despite President Muhammadu Buhari's pledge that the Jamkebe abductions will be the last, now in Kaduna, barely 3 days after the abduction of 36 or rather 39 students of the Federal School of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka, Kaduna, security agencies have foiled another attempt by bandits to abduct students of Government Secondary Science School, Ikara local government area of the state. Now, the State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, disclosed this while addressing journalists on Sunday in Kaduna. The commissioner also said security forces also repelled a fresh attack on the senior staff quarters of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, where 11 people were abducted about 2 weeks ago. According to Mr. Arunwa, the bandits stormed GSSS Ikara in the late hours of Saturday in an attempt to kidnap the students, but the students alerted security agencies who responded swiftly, forcing the bandits to flee.
We are pleading on the government to come and rescue us. Most of us here have been injured, badly injured. Time is going. Most of us here are having health issues, and they are complaining about the government trying to send security operatives to come and rescue us from here, which is almost and a half impossible because these people they have surrounded us, saying anybody that comes from anywhere to come and rescue us or do anything by force, they are going to take our lives. And they are pleading on the government to come. We are pleading on the government to come now that is early, because these people they have bad minds towards us. We are pleading on the government to come and help us because without the government coming to our rescue this early and having any settled issue with them.
Very sad. Now from Kaduna, we move to Niger, Zamfara to Borno, and still counting. The story is that of one attack too many. Now, this happened at a time the call for a more secure Nigeria is getting louder. In Borno State, 15 soldiers and 4 militia fighters have been killed in an ambush on a military convoy. According to security sources, the convoy came under heavy attack from suspected members of the Islamic State West Africa province fighters near Gudumbali in the Lake Chad. Now, reports also say the 10-vehicle convoy was on its way to Gudumbali from the town of Kukawa for a military operation against the insurgents when it came under fire. The attack is coming on a day the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, alongside other service chiefs, paid an operational visit to the theater command of Operation Lafia Dole. To other stories now, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project is taking a step to stop the federal government from borrowing an estimated 895 billion naira of Nigeria's money in the form of the unclaimed dividends and balance in dormant accounts. This was part of a lawsuit filed by SERAP asking the Federal High Court in Abuja to restrain and stop President Muhammadu Buhari and the federal government from borrowing the money under the guise of the patently unlawful, unconstitutional and discriminatory legislation known as the Financial Act 2020. This suit followed a recent move by the federal government to take over and borrow unclaimed dividends and dormant account balances owned by Nigerians in any bank in the country. But the same legislation explicitly excludes dormant official bank accounts by all branches of government and their agencies. In the suit filed on Friday, SERAP is seeking an order of a perpetual injunction restraining and stopping President Muhammadu Buhari from demanding taking over and borrowing and also collecting Nigerians' money in the form of their unclaimed dividends and funds in dormant accounts, or transferring and moving the money into trust funds known as Unclaimed Funds Trust Fund. No date has been fixed for the hearing of the suit. And that will be it for the news now. Hey, welcome to the segment. Just checking out some of the headlines making the papers this morning, and they're very relative, very well, you get to find out. Let's tell you, okay? Welcome. So today, of course, Monday, March 15, 2021, let's see what's making the big headlines on the papers. And we start with the Punch newspaper this morning with the headline, Petrol subsidy to gulp 102.96 billion naira in March. Pump price doesn't reflect market forces, petrol being subsidized, and NPCC and private sector won't invest in oil sector if subsidy continues. At the top of the Punch, ASU warns a fresh strike over unremitted deductions and USSD disconnection. Emefiele, Pantami, Dambata meet telcos and banks today. School invasion, Kaduna students, parents meet school management. That's on page 2. To the side of our photo story this morning on the Punch newspaper, gunmen who killed 6 family members in Osun community demanded for money, says victim's son. And Burna Boy makes history, clinches Grammy, Wizkid wins with Beyonce. We're going to talk plenty about this up next. Asari Dokubo declares self-new Biafran buddies a leader and names officials. And that's as much as we can take for the Punch newspaper this morning as we move to our next paper. And we move on to The Nation. Right off the bat, gunmen kill policeman, 8 others in Osun, Ekiti and Bauchi. Family of 6 among dead. Troops foil kidnap attempt on 307 people in Kaduna. At the top of The Nation, Lawan to southeast, it is time to move to the center. And once again, Grammys win a delight, says Burna Boy. Wizkid Tiwa Savage also clinch awards. And criticism trail CBN's policy as Naira weakens. Insurance industry capital base crashes to $1 billion. And a look at the photo story this morning on The Nation. The Oshodi-Apapa Lagos Expressway blocked by truck drivers yesterday. And boy, it was a Sunday, yet this happened. Finally, on The Nation, from The Nation newspaper, dealers seek extension of tariff cuts to minivans and cars. Moving on now to our next newspaper this morning, big headline from The Guardian newspaper. Transparency concerns Doug proposed sale of refineries and decouple BPE for mainstream bureaucracy, says Yusuf. Looking more into The Guardian newspaper this morning, suspense as telcos await minister's stance before switching off bank's USSD service. Experts say sector's regulation on its knees and will impact investment negatively. NMOs want banks to come up with repayment plans. And to the side of that, another strike looms over unpaid 10 months' salary. ASU warns and terrorists kill 1, abduct 6 in Niger community. Finally, from The Guardian, avoid conflict with South-South. Governors over NDDC, Akpabio warns. Let's move on now to our next paper, and that will be The Tribune this morning. And a big headline on The Tribune. How Lagos, Osun Ekiti, other southwest states plan to tackle food insecurity. They are not doing enough, not engaging Greek institutes in the zone, say experts. And we have, once again, over 1,000 residents displaced in Ekiti as rainstorms destroy houses. AstraZeneca finds no evidence of increased blood clot risk from vaccine. And if you look at the photo story here, Burna Boy stands tall at Grammys win Best Global Album. Beyonce Brown Skin Girl featuring Wizkid wins Best Music Video Award. And troops foil attack on another Kaduna school, FAAN staff headquarters. Gunmen kill 6 family members in Osun, open fire on vehicles in Ekiti, kill 1, attack police base in Bauchi, kill 2, and kill JSS 2 students in Plateau. That is one sad headline, and our last from the Tribune. We now move on to our next paper, and that will be the Daily Sun newspaper. From the Daily Sun, confusion as petrol sells at 212 naira per litre. Marketers disregard FG's directives, sell at new price. They must revert to old price, say minister. Now that sounds like something good, but we wait to see that. I'm sure plenty of people have personal experience from over the weekend. A look at the photo story. Vice President Yemi Osibajo with Senate President Ahmed Lawan, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo, his wife, Chioma Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, and others during the Thanksgiving service to mark 1 year in office of Uzodinma in Owerri just yesterday. And police confirm killing of 6 family members by gunmen in Osun village. And Sultan declares today, first day of Sir Aban. There's many more you should check out from all of these papers that we have just told. Have any comments, please make sure that you reel us in by using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and we could also respond back. Do stay tuned. Let's take a break right now, and we'll be right back. All of us here on For Coffee Gist, and boy, do we have some juicy topics. For Burna Boy, man, congratulations. Best world music album.
Yes.
And of course, Wizkid and everybody else, Tiwa Savage and the rest.
So I'm afraid I have to burst bubbles now.
Oh,
Why,
wow.
Mary? Why are you like this, Mary?
Don't do it.
Very, very
Why?
sorry. Because I checked, like I've been scoring the internet since, and
What?
Coldplay didn't win album of the year.
Oh,
Which means that Tiwa Savage.
Really?
and the Kitties
So won the album of the year.
2-1.
It wasn't album. I don't think it was album of the year.
It wasn't. Maybe it wasn't album.
It wasn't
of the
album
year.
of the year.
It was something else.
I think it
I've
wasn't-
actually been scoring it, and there's a Wikipedia article about Nigerians who have won the Grammys,
Oh,
and
okay.
in front of that particular one, the Everyday Life album,
Yeah.
is still nominated. That is there,
Okay.
but we
alright.
have
They
one.
haven't
Maybe it's
gotten
not
around
been. Maybe
to
they've not
changing it, I
updated.
guess.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
yeah.
not been
Let's
updated.
hope so.
You need updating would take. This just happened.
Yeah,
Say
hours
like
ago.
Yeah.
7, 8
Believe
hours
me, a
ago.
lot of
24
updates have been going
Yeah,
on. So
but-
it's shocking that
so-
because Burna Boy is actually already
You know,
there.
if it's major categories, when you're looking at Nigerians winning Grammys is not a major category. anyway,
Yeah,
because
well.
we are not so many that won Grammys. But say something happened like Cristiano Ronaldo broke Pele's record. That
but
update will come up in a
Nigerian
minute.
blogs have actually been making the updates, so there's no denying that fact. Burna Boy, if you Google what Nigerian acts has
Yeah.
won the Grammys, the name that comes to you is Burna Boy is the only Nigerian act to have won. That's when you Google it. But interestingly, Burna Boy is not the first Nigerian to win the Grammys. People always believe that nobody has won the Grammys, more of nominations. But Sikiru Adepoju won the Grammys in 2009. And most people don't seem to realize that. So there's actually a Nigerian who has won the Grammys before now. And then now we have Burna Boy, and of course we have Wizkid.
I wanted
Thank you very much, Mary Clopedia.
I wanted to commend Burna and his team for that amazing performance right there at the National Theatre in Igomu. Now, I haven't seen the theatre in that light in a long time.
I haven't seen the theatre, period.
Really? You haven't been to the theatre? No way! Don't say it.
No, I'll tell you one thing. The last time I was there must have been, 5, 6, or 7. I can't remember. I've only been outside it. I've never been
I went for
inside it.
castings, auditions. There was a time that was where you used to go, and you'd all stand in a crowd around one guy that would be pointing, you, I want you, you. That was how it was back in the day. We used to go right there.
But now it's a very ugly place.
No.
Actually, we have to. Yes, it's poorly maintained. Terrible.
It needs to be
terrible. We need to.
No, I'd like to correct that actually. Lately, there have been some efforts to actually bring it back to speed. It's impossible, quite frankly, because it's such an edifice. It's huge. It's big, and I don't think the resources are being put in enough to make it come back to what it used to be back in the 70s and 80s. However, I just wanted to point to something that you noted.
Yeah.
The patriotism in his performance, to have
Yes.
used that structure.
Beautiful.
To have put it in such light for
Yeah.
the rest of Africa, the rest of the world, was something that I found very, very
Yeah.
encouraging, and I thought that it's something to be celebrated. It was
The
actually quite nice
stained
to
glass
see.
doors, those stained glass doors still looked great. The way
I'm sure they must
looked-
have been cleaned with some spit clean,
Yes,
spit
like
and-
they
there
must
must be
have
a lot
been
of cleaning must have
really.
gone on.
And,
And
the
then-
dancers, amazing dancers.
This for
as
me
well.
is an encouragement to local acts.
Yeah.
Many of us are witnessing local acts signing deals with international companies. And so I'm hoping this will help promote their album as well. I see an Omale, for example, winning the Grammys because he does this really cool Afrobeat thingy. I actually see quite a number of artists that we have right now, young artists, winning the Grammys as well.
True.
Because many don't realize that you have to submit your song.
Yeah.
It's not
true,
like
actually, yeah.
they're going to pick it from it. No, you have to submit your song and then it gets approved.
The application apparently is like Jambo. There's a huge form you're supposed to fill, a lot of criteria you're supposed to have before you can actually be nominated in the first
However, you even have a chance as a Nigerian or even a black person via the Best Global Album Award. But you see, as a regular artist, you're doing hip-hop and all, it's tougher. I'm sure you know that Beyonce withdrew yesterday, even though she won the highest number of Grammys. She actually withdrew from the ceremony itself because of certain factors, which I suspect has to do with The Weeknd as well, because The Weeknd somehow was snubbed. It's still something I can't wrap my head around. Like Blinding Lights was everywhere.
Yeah.
The
Didn't
After
he say
Hours
he
album.
was not going to be submitting his music anymore?
Yes,
for that
yes.
one?
He said it's not going to be submitting. And I really kind of blame him. He's not the first. Kendrick Lamar has been through that. Kanye West as well. I think even Jay-Z at some point, I think 2016 or so, boycotted.
Kanye!
Kanye won!
I wanted to say something real quick regarding the best album or world music album and the fight to actually. I would want to see a time when a Nigerian just simply wins best album, period, not best world music album.
That takes a lot
I know.
of promotion.
That would be another
Believe me, most of
Did
these
you
things,
see
it's
Kanye's-
possible, but
the
it's
Grammys is
promotion.
really about the American music industry.
Yeah.
That's what I want to make it loud. They had to do that one. They didn't want for us. They are trying to say, you know, have to go and compete with them.
Tell you
They are-
what, we're gonna
for
take a
what?
break, but by the way, I just want to say congratulations to Skills. Remember Skills, that guy?
Yeah.
Who says he's gonna get the Grammy?
Yeah.
Well, he got engaged over the weekend. He didn't get the Grammy, but he got engaged, so that's one good thing for him, I guess.
Congratulations,
So, congratulations. We'll be back after this break.
You know, I've always wondered why people say the way to a man's heart is through his belly, when the way to even my heart is through my belly. And I'm a girl. So what are you talking about? Please give me good food. And talking about good food, to give me good food this morning is Chef Isaac.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes, looks like we have quite a spread here. I'm wondering what he has for us. So what is for breakfast?
Yeah, we're having sauteed Irish potato.
Sauteed Irish potatoes.
It's served with garden egg sauce.
Garden egg sauce. Okay. Let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
We're using the Irish potato
Of course.
for the sauteed. Like I said, okay, this is the garden egg sauce. The garden egg, sorry. And this is the onions.
Okay.
And this is our beef meat.
There are a lot of onions going on today.
Yeah, because we're going to need a lot of
A
it.
lot of it. Oh,
Exactly.
wow. Okay.
So basically, you know, I usually like meat any of my food, so I'm going to be adding beef to my sauce.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
good. So this is our
This-
celery.
This is deboned, right? Just
Yeah, it's deboned already.
Okay.
Deboned already, and this is our celery, and this is our basil, fresh
Okay.
basil.
Okay.
And this vegetable oil,
Okay.
our red Scotch bonnet pepper,
Okay.
and the ripe one. So I'm
Okay.
going to be mixing everything together to make the sauce.
Okay.
So that's all.
Okay. So those are the seasoning cubes
These
as
are
well.
seasoning, yes.
Okay. So when you say sautéed
Irish
potatoes,
Okay.
is it possible for me to switch it with sweet potato? Will it still have that same effect?
It's possible, and it's also going to be nice, but based on your choice. But I prefer the Irish because I want to make an infusion of continental and national, kind of
Okay.
local and continental. So I'm
Okay.
infusing everything
Okay.
together.
So this will actually bring out what you want the way you want
Exactly
it.
the way I want it.
Okay. So run me through the process. How are we going to do this?
Okay, first we're going to peel our Irish potato.
Okay.
You have to fill it with the cut it into slices like a little bit, not that much big. At least one. This can cut in 4 places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
that'll be
is it going to be like chunks, or you're going to cut them into
Like
slices, or okay, just
not slices, not like slices, kind of a little bit
Chunky
cube
slices.
yourself, yeah.
Okay,
Great.
okay,
So
okay.
after cutting it, then you can just put in water, put a little bit of water on fire.
Okay.
So parboil it. Then
Okay.
it's definitely going to get done because we're going to saute it later. So it's like almost
So
done.
it's
and not
just,
started
that's
yet.
why you said parboiling.
Exactly.
Are we going to season it while parboiling?
Yeah, can you just put a little
A
bit
little
of
bit of salt. Is
Yes.
there going to be oil in it?
Not oil.
No
But
oil.
you can just put a little bit
Okay,
of
you know what? I think the
celery.
best way for us to run through this is to
Yes.
actually
Pasteurize
show
the
you
wine.
how it's made. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to head over to TT now because she's going to be taking us through motivation, and then we'll come back at some point to the kitchen to show you how this is made.
Yeah, I'm excited about what's happening in the kitchen this morning. Thank you so much, Chef Isaac, and of course, Mary. It's time for us to have a chat today with Glory Edozie. Now, she is a LinkedIn visibility coach, lead consultant at the Inspired by Glory Academy. Now, she teaches mid-senior level women, career women, on how to build visibility and establish thought leadership on LinkedIn so they can get that recognition that they actually deserve. They can earn more, climb the corporate ladder more. I've already had conversations with her today on how to improve my LinkedIn page. And today we're talking about building visibility for your career for our motivation this morning. Welcome back to the show.
It's exciting to be here. Thank you.
Honestly, we've always had great conversations, and a lot of people don't know how important LinkedIn is, and I have to give you kudos for working on this so in depth. But of course, it is International Women's Month, we're focusing on the women today. How do we know when we're getting enough visibility for what we do?
So I don't think it's possible to get enough visibility because as your career goals grow, so that your visibility needs to grow. But then how do you know that you're getting visibility? It's all about, do the right people in your sector know about you? Right? Is your work getting the credibility? Is your work getting visible? Are you getting rewarded for the great work you do? The work you're doing, is it being ascribed to you or being ascribed to someone else? Are you networking correctly? I think these are some of the ways you can gauge whether you're being visible in your career.
Okay, so now a lot of people see visibility as a means to an end. They see it as the beginning of that path to more money in my account. So if I'm getting the right amount of visibility, does that mean I'm getting richer?
So it really depends on what your goals are, like I said. So for example, if your goal is, okay, I want to earn more money, then your visibility is tied to the kind of roles that you get. So you are creating a personal brand that helps you get more career opportunities. If your goal is about thought leadership and being published in, peer-reviewed journals or international magazines, then you are gauging your visibility according to that. So it really depends on what you're trying to achieve.
When it comes to women, a lot of women are maybe visibility averse. They don't want to be in the public eye. They don't want to be all over the place. I want to be unique. I want to be... How does that work? So maybe they have spoken to their husband or their partner about it before, and they're like, you don't have to be on TV. What do you tell them?
So what I tell people, visibility is about value. It's not fame, right? So I'm here, I'm getting visible here, but I'm offering value. So what I tell people, visibility is the art of letting the right people know what you do so that you can offer value to them. So it's not about being everywhere, right? It's about showcasing the problems you can solve and the competencies you have to solve those problems.
When it comes to problem solving, women are problem solvers, but they're also multitaskers. But then it does become like a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people on, for instance, Instagram now doing videos, and they're giving guidance. Sometimes you don't even know whether what they're saying is actually true. They're telling you, do this, do this, do this. Where do you begin to start working on your visibility as a woman?
So I think it's very important that you sit back and do some self-reflection. What do you want to be known for? This is a fundamental question. What problems do you solve? What do your unique capabilities and competencies make you perfect to solve? And then based on that, you now say to yourself, what do I want to achieve? Right? Who do I want to know about me? Where do the people that I want to attract go? So if you find that you want to attract business owners or you want to attract executives, then maybe you need to start being featured in the types of papers or news columns or TV shows that they watch, right? So it's all about tag with your goal. It's very, very important. It's not just about throwing your pearls everywhere.
For a few women watching right now, probably their goal was just to get the business off the ground. They haven't thought about anything more long term. So where did they start building their goals from?
So I think the first thing is, with those kind of things, I remember when I was starting my business, the first thing I thought is, who has achieved what I want to achieve? And I started saying, okay, I need to connect with these people. I need to learn from these people. So sometimes visibility might even be about, I just need a mentor. right? So I want to be visible to the right person. I want to be visible to the people who can give me advice. I want to be visible so that I can connect with these people and see the strategies that they are using to succeed in their career. I also want to see the visibility strategies that are unique in my sector, because every sector has different visibility strategies.
Okay.
So being visible to the right people can expose you to the right strategies.
Could we take an example of a sector? Maybe let's say something that's very common now is dressmaking. You know, so where would I start if I was a dressmaker?
So if you're a dressmaker, the first thing you say, okay, who are the other dressmakers, right? So dressmakers, for example, one of the things is Lagos Fashion and Design Week. Okay. So you know that, okay, that's a great place to be visible. Okay. Then you now think, okay, who am I really styling, you know? So if is it professional women? Then you know, okay, professional women, where are they? They're on LinkedIn, right? I need to, maybe I need to dress a few professional women. I need to dress a few executives. So by the time you now start saying, you now say, okay, these are the people I want to be in front of. Female executives, what magazines do they read? Where do they go? Those are the places I need to turn up in.
Okay. So there's one other area I wanted to touch on. So now, a lot of people think visibility is expensive. They have to pay for it. They probably haven't even finished paying for fuel in their gen. And you're like, you people want me to pay for visibility. Where do I start from? Are there places that are more affordable than others? And if you have a zero budget, do you think we should have one?
So first of all, social media is free. Okay. Right? So let's start using LinkedIn. LinkedIn is there's a free version for LinkedIn that you can use, right? So start using LinkedIn, start getting on LinkedIn, and then get a budget for visibility. Okay. The truth about it is that at some point, you're going to need to pay for conferences. Right? You're going to need, as your goals grow, you're going to need to pay for some networking opportunities. You're going to need to pay for some press coverage at some point. But you don't have to start off that way. First of all, use the free resources that you have available to you.
I'm thinking about people that, young people now are all claiming to be multi-skilled, especially in terms of social media space. They're influencing, they're doing all sorts of things on social media, but people sort of see it as just, you know, publicity stunts. They don't take them seriously. I'm a little worried about it because, like for instance now, a bank is going to a comedian, right, to push them. So what about the small little guy, the small person that just wants to do some financial advice? Where does that person go? Because it seems like all the comedians are taken. Where do I start from?
So I think it's really, again, so are you talking, let me understand, so are you talking from the perspective of the user or the person who wants to get visible?
The person that wants to be visible.
The person that wants to be visible. I think the first thing is, I think you need to start ignoring the noise.
Okay.
And craft your own message.
Okay.
It's so important that you craft your own message. So a lot of times people say, okay, I want to be like this person, I want to be like this. No. What is your unique value? So for example, I was talking to a young girl recently and she was telling me about how, you know, she's doing so many things. She's a fashion designer. She also sells flowers. She sells this. You know, so what is my brand? You know, how do I be visible? Okay. And I said to her, after speaking with her, I said, you know what you are? You're a young woman who is an entrepreneur. Okay. So entrepreneurship is your steez. So if you're going to showcase and become visible, what you should be talking about is visibility tips for young women in business.
All right.
So starting that way.
I have to appreciate you. Thank you so much, Glory, for coming to talk to us. There's been so much to take from that particular conversation. Hopefully you'll hit us up on social media. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We'll see you again next week. Okay. All right, then. We have so much more coming up. Stay with us.
Is still here trying to help please my tummy. And I'm looking forward to it. And talking about pleasing my tummy, gosh, take a look at that. The meat looks yummy and it hasn't even been boiled yet. Okay, so we're still making breakfast. Chef Isaac, remind us, what is it we're having this morning?
It is some sauteed Irish potato.
Sauteed Irish potato.
Served with some garden egg sauce.
Garden egg sauce. And you know something about sauces? There's always a unique sauce to every chef. So the way he's going to make his garden egg sauce might be the way you've never seen it made on Wake Up Nigeria. So make sure you pay attention every step of the way. So now, what are you doing to the meat?
Yeah, I'm going to shred it.
Okay.
I'm going to shred it like a form of julienne.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, I'll put it on my fry pan to parboil a little bit. Okay. I'll season it with some seasoning cubes. Okay. And salt for taste. Okay. And probably I just add a little bit of celery just to get the aroma and the onions. Okay. And then after that, I will get the stock out of it. Okay. That I'll use for my garden egg sauce.
Garden egg sauce. Okay. Yes. So you're still going to use the meat stock for the garden egg sauce. Exactly. So you're boiling the garden egg now. Is there a reason for that?
Yes. I want to get it soft so I can chop it Though a lot of people use the small mortar,
Okay.
the little one too.
You could take it off.
A little bit mash it with it.
Okay.
You know, it gets very soft and then you grab. But me, I'm not using that today, so I'm just going to chop it.
So you're chopping it?
I'm chopping it.
So that will make it a bit crunchy when,
Exactly.
when it's being eaten. Okay.
A little bit crunchy because though I'm boiling so it can become soft.
Softer, but you're
Yes.
just going to cut it instead
I'm
of
gonna-
mashing.
yeah, instead of
because
mashing.
most people mash. See
Exactly.
what I'm saying about chefs and the different styles of making sauces and literally every ingredient or every kind of meal we make here in the kitchen. Okay, so this is going to be called Julian style. You're already doing that.
Yes.
What are we going to do with the pepper?
Yeah, I'm actually adding the pepper to the garden egg.
Okay.
I'll parboil everything together. So
Okay.
it can get softened and then I can chop everything together.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're going to chop the pepper
as
when
well.
it's been boiled,
When it's been
not
boiled,
before.
Not before it's boiled.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, no particular reason. Like I said, everything's supposed to be soft.
Okay.
So as far as the pepper is going along with the garden egg, so everything should be at the same point.
Okay.
Very soft, and tender.
Okay, okay. Well, it does look like everything here is more or less cut and dried. The onions, aren't they going in at all? Because we have loads of them. I'm wondering. I haven't seen them go into any.
Yeah, after parboiling the garden egg,
Okay.
we are going to use our onions as a base.
Okay.
We start to do our sauce, so we need to chop our onions very well.
Okay.
Then you fry them before you start doing the sauce.
Doing the sauce. Okay,
Yes.
so how are you going to make the sauce?
Yeah.
After frying the onions, what are you going to do?
I'll fry the onions. I'll pour my beef inside.
Okay.
Yes, I'll fry along with it, with the
Okay,
onions.
okay.
Then after that, I'll pour my garden, the one I've chopped already, garden egg chopped already.
Okay.
Then I'll pour it, I'll start seasoning it.
Okay.
Then chop a little bit of our celery and put it
Okay.
inside, yeah.
Okay.
So that's
So
it.
you did say that we're going to parboil the potatoes,
The potato as well, exactly.
Then you're now going to saute it.
Exactly.
Okay, so the parboiling is just to soften the insides, then saute it to make it a bit crispy.
Exactly. Make it a little bit crispy, then chop our basil inside to get that aroma again. Basil has a very
Yeah.
nice aroma. So
Okay. Okay.
season it with some onions and some seasoning cubes and salt to get a perfect taste of it.
Okay.
That's all.
This looks like a lot to do. Now, the thing with cooking is prepping. When you've been able to do all your preparation, everything just goes in and out, just like that, till the meal is ready.
Yeah.
So don't get scared that, my gosh, this seems to be a huge deal. No, it isn't. The moment you have your potatoes all peeled and you have your beef. By the way, you can cut the beef in any way you want, right?
Exactly.
So it depends on your choice. He's choosing Julian
Yeah.
because of what he is hoping to achieve with this meal. But there are
Exactly.
different ways. You can cut it up. You can cut them into small chunks like asun, or cut them into cubes.
Whichever
Just
way you prefer
anything
it.
you want. It's
okay.
your meat. You can do whatever you want with it. Can we replace it with chicken for those who do not like
Definitely.
meat?
Even actually, I want to talk about prawns.
Okay.
It's very much more better with prawns.
Okay.
Yes, you can get some medium prawns with the stream.
Okay.
You can get it, and it's far more better. You just have to remove all the stuff.
All the shells
all
of
the
it.
shell and everything.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. It's go well with the garden.
So
egg
this
sauce.
meal goes better. So garden egg sauce goes better with
better
prawns.
with prawn, yeah.
Wow. Shrimps or prawns or both?
Stream, the
Shrimps
small
as
one,
well.
yeah, exactly. It's efficient of continental and local cuisine.
Okay, so now I'm going to the vegetarian side of it.
Okay.
If I decide that I want to use eggs, would it still go, or I might as well just ditch my eggs?
You have to boil your egg.
You have to. Oh, so it can still go. You boil the eggs and put them in
Boil
the
the
garden
egg
egg
and put it
sauce.
on the that's after you're done with the garden egg sauce.
So you
can
just put the egg
yes.
in. So it's kind of going to be like ofada sauce where
But
you just put boiled
you're
egg.
definitely not going to get any taste from the egg.
You're not going to get
You're not
any
going to get any
taste.
taste from it.
Aha.
My major reason for using the beef, I need the beef stock on it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my major reason of using the beef. And as
Okay.
well, the stream also have its own nice taste, so, and everything. So that's why I even prefer the stream. It's well go with it. If you trust it, you love it.
Wow. Wow. I like it when the chefs sound very confident. And it also makes my tummy rumble. Yeah, because I know the food will soon be ready. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up for now. Head up to the guys. I guess they have social media right now. And then, of course, we'll bring more for you on Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back for the second lap of the #1 family breakfast show on television. And the celebrations continue as we continue to recognize women from every part of the world. Tall, short, dark, or even fair skin. We love you all. And hey, we love to extend all of that love even beyond this month.
Yeah. You love them all, don't
Yeah.
you? You love them.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I love you all.
Society, religion, or ethnicity shouldn't determine how far you go or how well you do in life. It's all about the simple steps you take in, moving forward. And we say, of course, thank you so much to all of you for joining us.
Yes, and our very own brown-skinned girl in the kitchen right now. Let's talk.
In the kitchen. Brown-skinned thing.
Mazino, the only way I'm going to believe you mean that compliment is for you to sing one line.
It's me.
Oh, Jesus. Did you guys see that?
It's me.
She actually was about to take the accolade.
Yes, of course I was.
It wasn't meant for you.
I will take
Mary.
it. Whether you give it to me or not, I will take it.
Isn't she beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, Mary? Aren't you?
Mazino.
Still so much to come for the next 45 minutes, and we're so glad that you have decided to join us here with your cup of your favorite beverage, whatever it is. And hey, we accept you all with open arms.
Do you? Really?
Mary especially.
Fantastic vibes. We're celebrating. Celebration's still in the air. Loads of reasons to stay right there and stay tuned. It's going to be an exciting Monday edition. My name is Titi Laya Onyison, the brown skin girl.
My name is Mazina Pio. Remember, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms and be a part of the Best Breakfast Show on Nigeria. I've said that so many times today. I'm not going to stop anyway.
Remember, you can also watch this brown skin girl live from absolutely anywhere across the world from our mobile app, and you can download it from Google Play Store or indeed iOS. Please.
If I wasn't going to get a query, I'd have walked off of here right now, but I can't do that.
Really?
Social media at TVC Connect all across all social media handles, and of course, let's tell you what we have left for the show.
Yeah, let me tell you everything just in case it walks off. Adams Abayomi, popularly known as Abadox, is a songwriter and hip-hop artist. He has an EP titled Respect Abadox Prophecy. Today, he's going to be performing his song, Letter to God.
Right after that, we take a walk down memory lane to see the most significant things that have happened on this week in history.
Oku City Olamide Deborah is CEO of Deb's Haven. That started in 2010, got registered in 2019. Fashion brand. It's shifted from fashion, of course, to skincare. So many great things happening with this particular business owner. And with all her goals and aspirations, we're going to be having a conversation with her in a little while on SME.
Okay.
By the way, Mary was right. Tiwa Savage didn't win nothing.
Yeah,
Really?
very sad.
I don't know, that rumor just came up on Twitter.
Yeah, and it's still trending
It's still
till now.
trending.
That
So I
trans
remember-
female.
Remember the first time when I posted something, I had to go to the Recording Academy's Twitter handle.
Page, yeah.
And then that's where I saw that Burna Boy had won. And
Yeah.
then that's where you could start talking from.
Yeah.
But Coldplay had only one nomination, and they didn't even win
They
it.
didn't pick it up.
Album of the year.
Yeah.
Aww.
So it wasn't there.
Oh, well,
so if we've
Yeah.
misdirected you or something, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Tell you what, let's do a break, bring the news to you, and then get on with the rest for the 5 minutes. Welcome back. After a very cool night here in Lagos, I expect that you should want to know exactly what the weather is like outside everywhere in Nigeria. But let's do the news for the second hour now. And we begin with the rising insecurity in the nation, as bandits appear to be having a field day in some parts of the country, despite President Muhammadu Buhari's pledge that the Ganjebe abduction will be the last. Now, in Kaduna, barely 3 days after the abduction of 39 students of the Federal School of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka, Kaduna, security agencies have foiled another attempt by bandits to abduct students of Government Secondary School, Science School, Ikara local government area of the state. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, disclosed this while addressing journalists on Sunday in Kaduna. The commissioner also said the security forces also repelled a fresh attack on the senior staff quarters of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, where 11 people were abducted about 2 weeks ago. According to Mr. Arunwa, the bandits stormed GSSS Ikara in the late hours of Saturday in an attempt to kidnap the students, but the students alerted security agencies who responded swiftly, forcing the bandits to flee. From Kaduna to Niger, Zamfara to Borno and still counting, the story is that of one attack too many. This is happening at a time the call for a more secure Nigeria is getting louder. In Borno State, 15 soldiers and 4 militia fighters have been killed in an ambush on a military convoy, according to the security sources. The convoy came under heavy attack from suspected members of the Islamic State West Africa province fighters near Gudumbali in the Lake Chad area. Reports also say the 10-vehicle convoy was on its way to Gudumbali from the town of Kukuwa for a military operation against the insurgents when it came under fire. The attack is coming. The attack is coming on a day the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Irabo, alongside other service chiefs, paid an operational visit to the Theatre Command of Operation Lafia Dole. And to other stories now, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, is taking a step to stop the federal government from borrowing an estimated 895 billion naira of Nigeria's money, or Nigerians' money, in the form of their unclaimed dividends and balances in dormant accounts. Now, this was part of a lawsuit filed by SERAP asking the Federal High Court in Abuja to restrain and stop President Muhammadu Buhari and the federal government from borrowing the money under the guise of the patently unlawful, unconstitutional and discriminatory legislation known as the Finance Act 2020. The suit followed a recent move by the federal government to take over and borrow unclaimed dividends and dormant account balances owned by Nigerians in any bank in the country. But the same legislation explicitly excludes dormant official bank accounts by all branches of government and their agencies. In the suit filed on Friday, SERAP is seeking an order of perpetual injunction restraining and stopping President Buhari from demanding taking over or borrowing and collecting Nigerians' money in the form of their unclaimed dividends in funds, in dormant accounts, or transferring and moving the money into a trust fund known as Unclaimed Funds Trust Fund. No date has been fixed for the hearing of the suit. And the Lagos State Building Control Agency has embarked on demolition exercise targeted at several high distressed buildings in the state. This move is aimed at reducing the frequency of building collapses in the state. We have details on this report.
For more than 2 years, the Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development served demolition notice on distressed buildings around Lagos Island. Now, officials of the Lagos State Building Control Agency are out to enforce the order.
Planning permit and the building control has been on this since 2019. They've been served all the necessary notices, and the DO, the district officer, the supervising director have been on their case. Up till about 2 weeks ago, they were being asked to move away from the building. As you can see what we've been having here, the people refuse to move. Yesterday we were here to give them an instruction that this building is coming down today. Despite that, you still have people pleading for them. And the rate at which things are looking, we don't have to wait until we have building collapse.
Few hours upon arrival of the team from the agency, the demolition commenced. Some displaced residents were seen scrambling to get some of their belongings out of the distressed building. Landlords are advised to ensure timely removal of distressed buildings as forfeiture occurs if owners allow their houses to collapse.
Unfortunate visuals there. But that's it for news.
But songwriter, hip-hop artist, he has an EP titled Respect. Now, he'll be here this morning to... he's writing a letter to God. So I want to know now because if that letter is going to get to God, I need to... If I'm sure it's going to get to God, I need to put in some things that I might want to ask also. Are you sure it's going to get to God?
Of course it's going to get to God.
Of course it will.
To God, yeah.
But yeah, what's in your own? What's the content of that letter to God? What's in your own? So I'll know what to add.
What inspired me for this on the song is that I was going through a lot, and I just have to come up with this song, Letter to God, about my music career, what I've been going through. So that's what inspired me on this song, Letter to God.
In your career as a whole, how much of your personal experience is reflected in your songwriting?
A lot.
Would you say your personal experience is what, is where you draw inspiration the most for your songwriting?
Yeah. I mostly use things around me to sing. So, and if you listen to RAP, you will know that most of my songs are something that is happening within me.
Thank God I am not a songwriter, because if I was, my personal experience at this point, the kind of songs they would do. But hey, come on, let's move it over to the man who knows what he's saying as he writes a letter to God.
Yeah.
Heavy head to the ducks. About ducks. Bella soldier. They say. All I want to back Benny. Koya Kafile. Boni Timon Koi Koya Kitty File. Politic petty motin conning Timmy Blue. Pọjọ́ ti lọ lórí mi, ṣùgbọ́n ojú mi ni ògbó. Wọ́n láwọn ọmọ tó bá mi nídìí oní ti lórúkọ. Àwọn ìtọ́jú obìnrin ni wọ́n ti márì, wọ́n ti lóyún gan. Wọ́n ní tó ní ọba gbé mi pé kí n fi sílẹ̀. Pé tí bọ̀nà ọba gbéyàwó àfà aṣórílẹ̀. Wọ́n sọ pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ sí mi tí ò dáa. Torí àti gòkè ó lé fẹ́ni tí ò ga. Wọ́n ní kí lọ́dọ́gbọ́ sí pé sòrú ò dáa. Pé wíṣkì Davido ògùn lọ ṣe tó fi blow pa. Wọ́n ní mo mórí kan ṣùgbọ́n mi ò kúrò lójú kan. Pé mo kàn ń dónú lẹ̀ ládùúgbò bẹ́ni tó ń ṣòbò kọ. Àwọn kan tún láyé ló ṣe mí, àwọn kan tún lóògùn kọ. Olúwa ṣẹ́jọ́ mi ní pé fún mi lẹ́bùn orí kíkọ. So much pains in me that nobody can see. But I can't give up on my dream cause I can't win. So many sacrifices I've made just to grab this. But people around me using my dream to cash trips. Nobody wanna help but they wanna celebrate you. Oh Lord, I don't wanna die before people celebrate me. Take my sorrows and pains away, show me the way to fame. Cause I don't wanna live my life anymore in shame. Age is by my side, so I'm counting my days. And my talent will be a waste without your grace. It's only your grace that can relieve my pain. What is the essence of a struggle without a gain? When I seek for this talent, this is not what you promised me. I wanna be sure if you are not using this talent to punish me. If not, listen to my heart and show me the light. Or take away the talent and give me what is mine. Because the dream is to go on stage and people sing along. Winning many awards and getting endorsed. Fans shouting my name and flaunting the love. Speak to me, oh Lord, if my dreams are wrong. That is not the dream, why giving me the talent? People loving my song, not even minding my talent. I'll be praying to you, but my prayers are regardless. How long will I stay as I'm coming when my feels are the baddest? Moti best on the back, but moti to best on the coco. The drug coming, the most suck, we should play money juggle. Pressure taking over me, me sumo me to tell it. Suicide is not my option, we should shake pele pele. My calling is loud, I lost all over me to the soon. 10 years as I'm coming, I jockey low to cool. Olúwa mo kéré sẹ́ni tó lè máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ní iṣu. Ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ tó mi pa iye ọgbọ́dọ̀ dídú sùn. When am I gonna shine? Cause I'm scared anytime gonna die. Speak to me, oh Lord. Speak to me, oh Lord. So much pains in my heart. Answer my prayer when I'm still alive. Speak to me, oh Lord. Speak to me, oh Lord.
Wow. A deep performance there. Wow. Very deep one there. Letter to God.
I heard a bit of Eminem, a bit of The Green in there.
Yeah.
All mixed up in one music salad.
Buddy, I love the performance. Thank you so much for that one.
Well, all right, and you are welcome back. We have our last guest with us in the studio here, Okusidi Olamide Deborah. Now, she is the CEO of Debs Haven. Debs Haven started operating since 2010, but got its registration license in 2019 as a fashion brand and has since shifted into a seed and skincare raw materials brand. Now, their aim is to establish a healthy environment filled with non-harmful chemicals, medically and scientifically proven as effective products. Now, you are welcome, Deborah. Fantastic to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, I'm very curious about your endeavor, about your brand, about what you guys do. First off, you guys started, well, fashion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of fashion exactly?
We're into wigging.
Okay.
And we do hair-related services.
Okay. Do you still do that now?
No, we don't.
You don't do that. So your business kind of like graduated, it kind of like grew into something else.
Yeah.
This is very interesting because there are many people who are in one kind of business at the moment and are looking to maybe go into other kinds of endeavors, just like yours. Currently, you guys are into, let me call it lifestyle.
And health.
Because you guys are into healthy products, natural, organic stuff, and all of that.
Exactly.
Before I go into my next question, tell us about that part of your business.
Okay. We do skincare raw materials. We actually say organic skincare raw materials. They are materials used in making our regular cream, bar soap, and the other part, which is the seeds, is basically for health. For health, okay. All right.
Now, what's the patronage been like since you endeavored into this sort of business?
It's been amazing.
Tell me about it. How amazing exactly?
Okay, when I started around last year, April.
Okay.
As after the whole lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking of something else to do aside air. And I just started.
Okay.
I didn't know it was going to turn out this great though, because I especially the seeds.
Okay.
I didn't know a lot of people know about it.
What are they exactly? Tell us about these seeds.
Okay. We have some seeds. For example, we have fenugreek, chia seeds, flaxseed, cardamom, and a lot.
Yeah. So
like
these
star anise.
Are these raw materials for skincare products which you put externally or that you ingest?
You ingest them.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And aside the whole skincare thing, they are actually good for your health. Like cardamom is actually very good for diabetic patients.
Oh, okay.
Fenugreek is also very good. Aside, you use it in your skin, on your skin, and at the same time you ingest it.
Okay.
It's also very good for breastfeeding mothers.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Now, one thing I know about organic products is that eventually they rot because most people don't like to put in preservatives just to, you know, maintain that healthiness.
Exactly.
You know. So, how have you gone around that as a business? Because these things will eventually rot, or they're perishable. Let me put it so. How do you, you know, circumvent all the challenges that come with that?
Well, they have a, even if they do, they have a shelf life.
Shelf life. Okay.
So, they don't, pending the time they are going to, during the period where they are still okay, you get to know that people buy them before.
Okay, before they run out, before the stock is over. Okay, now, back to my earlier question, which I wanted to ask from before, after transcending from one kind of business into the other. Now, a lot of people also want to do this. I'm sure that there were challenges you faced. What kind of challenges did you face? How did you surmount them? Is my question, so that other people can actually learn from your experience.
You know, it's a business I just started, and really, I don't really know so much about it. But I was following big brands on IG.
Okay.
I started reading a lot. Like, I practically read every day. I read about these things every day. Because there's some customers that don't even know a whole lot about what you're buying, and they would want to ask questions.
Okay.
So you have to tell them what they really need to know. And initially it was challenging, getting more visibility, getting sales, but along the line, because I was, I would say, I didn't give up.
Yeah.
So I kept on pushing, and I know what I do.
Okay, fantastic.
So it's been amazing, really.
It's been amazing. I can imagine.
I think that really helped.
Okay, so now you see this business going how far? In the future, what do you think you would build up to?
A big brand. It's going to be a very big brand.
Okay.
Like I'm not just seeing this small brand. I'm seeing a global brand.
A global brand, okay. All right. You're also looking to also export outside of Nigeria as well, if I'm not mistaken.
We're already doing that.
You're already doing that? Oh? And that is not a problem for, you know, these perishable products that you're using?
It's not a problem.
Okay, fantastic. And there is a customer base outside of the country?
Exactly.
Wow, for a business that started only a couple of months ago, less than 12 months ago, now that is a remarkable achievement, actually. Yeah. And you did most of this by what did you use to push the brand? Did you use social media or what kind of networking?
Social media.
Social media. Wow. And you'd advise anybody who has a small business to actually do the same?
Exactly.
Well, Deborah, I can't say thank you enough for giving us that experience on your own endeavors and how you've been able to surmount these challenges. And I'm sure that it's going to get to that global brand standard that you've been talking about. Sure. We really want to see you do so. And maybe I'd even like to try some of these organic stuff myself, so I'll come around to your place. Where is it exactly?
Oba, 37 Nigerian Road.
Okay. Very interesting. I'm going to check it out and see exactly what it is your operation is like.
Perfect.
And maybe even put in for some lovely stuff.
Let's help you do.
Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to round this up. Thank you very much, Deborah. Great having you here. And let's see what's going on inside the kitchen. I'm wondering if I'm allowed to. Mary, can I bring our guest over there already? Or
as long as you're not coming with the guest, that's
I don't know why
fine.
you're so pained this morning. All I've ever done is call you brown skin girl and try to make you feel look like. Please, Deborah, let's go over. Yes, I'm sorry. I have to say 6 feet away because I don't trust her. She might hit me with...
Don't mind him. I'm not the monster he described me as. Please welcome to the kitchen.
Have to pull, do you need me to help her with that?
Thanks for joining us.
Pull it out a bit.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry about that. Thank you for joining us. Today's chef is Chef Isaac. And today is made this, wow, delicacy. Chef Isaac, please come tell us about breakfast today.
Yeah, great. So this is our sauteed Irish potato.
Okay.
And served with garden egg sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, great. So the sauteed potato actually parboil it a little bit.
Okay.
And after parboiling it, I have to saute it with some onions and fresh basil.
Yeah.
While the garden egg sauce, the fresh garden egg sauce, I have to parboil it with some pepper, as the local way we do it. So I stretch some beef, just to give it a nice texture and the stock and everything. So
and she's just thinking, my gosh, she's entering through the right and going through the left. Can I just taste this already? There you go. Dig into it and give us your opinion. I wonder why... I was going to say Mazino and Titi are looking like they're all locked up on the couch there. But it's all good.
We're hungry.
We can't wait for her to be finished, and then we can, dive in after the show.
Do you like it? You like it? Awesome. So, Chef Isaac, you've outdone yourself again. Sauteed Irish potatoes with garden egg sauce. Delicious. She loves it. Great. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to Titi and Mazino now. I know it's about time for us to say goodbye to you today.
It's been an amazing start to the week.
Yes, it has indeed, yes. And an amazing start to, March itself, with all the accolades and congratulatory messages we've been getting, and achievements, rather, that we've been getting all since the start of it. We can't wait to see continue throughout the entire year. Once again, congratulations to Burna Boy and WizKid.
Yes, so we're halfway through March, people, meaning the first quarter is almost up. Hopefully, you're setting those goals right and doing what you need to make sure the rest of the year is A-OK.
Yes.
All right, then, everyone, we're going to be back from 7 a.m. tomorrow
morning.
morning.
We are. It's still International Women's Month, so we're still celebrating women across the world, especially here in Nigeria. And the beautiful women of Wake Up Nigeria, Titi, and I'm not going to say Mary because I think we're in a little bit of a tiff.
Wow.
So Mary, I'm going to reserve your whatchamacallit for later. And also Tokwe, how could I forget? But not you, Mary. It's all good.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.